This is Into the Multiverse with Josh Peck.
Hey everybody, welcome to Into the Multiverse. I am your host, Josh Peck. So a mysterious fast radio burst was traced to a galaxy 3.6 billion light years away, and it has, as always is the case now, this has people questioning the existence of aliens. And so we're going to talk about that and so much more. But first, if you haven't had a chance to do so, make sure you subscribe to this channel, click the bell for notifications, and if YouTube doesn't notify you, just know that every Thursday at 9 a.m. Central, you will get a new episode of Into the Multiverse. All right, so now CNN reported on this. Typically, I wouldn't use CNN as a source, but it goes back. It goes back to a point that I've made some weeks ago that all major news sources now, all major news mainstream media sources, are taking the topic of UFOs, aliens. They're actually taking it seriously for the first time ever. Now, it started with Fox News. CNN were a little late to the game, but they're there now, and that's why I want to show you an article that CNN put out to show you that fact. Now, why is this the case? I think that there is an end times deception here. I think you can make the case prophetically that this has something to do with the end times. We've talked about this many times in the past, how it seems like events in Israel's history and events in the history of the question of could life exist elsewhere in the universe, those two histories seem to coincide. When one happens with one, something happens with the other. And if you've read my book that I wrote with Derek Gilbert, The Day the Earth Stands Still, then you'll already know what I'm talking about. And if not, we've done several programs on that. I don't want to rehash that completely, but we have seen a major increase in official reports of UFOs and things. Not just people seeing stuff, but like official reports and recordings coming straight from the government who just woke up one day and decided to give all of us this freely. I mean, isn't that weird? Something's up with that, and I believe because of that, keep your eyes on Israel. I think something big is going to happen with Israel soon. Don't know what, have no clue what, but with this recent resurgence of UFO stuff and the question of life, could life exist? It's actually it's not necessarily a resurgence in UFO stuff. It's a resurgence in the idea of what's called cosmic plurality. And it's every once in a while something will happen that causes humanity to ask, once again, could life exist out in the universe? You can trace that back through time historically, and you can show how that events that happened that caused a resurgence in that, they coincided with major historical events in Israel's history. So I think we're going to see something major in Israel soon. But for now, and that might have something to do with all this Iran stuff. You know, we'll see. But for now, CNN just put out this article, and it said that Hubble captured a view of the spiral galaxy named NGC 972, because God forbid they would give these things a real name, that appears to be blooming with new star formation. The orange glow is created as hydrogen gas reacts to the intense light streaming outwards from nearby newborn stars. Now, for the first time, a single burst of cosmic radio waves has been traced to its point of origin, in this case, a galaxy about 3.6 billion light years from Earth. These radio bursts are only millisecond-long radio flashes, such as rapid bursts themselves. And these rapid bursts are not rare in space, but finding out where they come from is incredibly difficult. People love to believe that it's from advanced extraterrestrial civilization, and this hypothesis hasn't been ruled out entirely by researchers at Breakthrough Listen, a scientific research program dedicated to finding evidence of intelligent life in the universe. Now, notice the wording here. The first thing they go to is by the way, there is a very natural explanation of this. That is there's a consensus about it in the scientific community. There is a natural explanation for these things. Are actually pretty common. Yes, it's not that common to find the origin. That's more difficult. But these things happen all the time. We wrote about this in The Day the Earth Stands Still. But notice this article. This article is an example of something that I wrote about then, but I didn't expect. At the time I wrote that was before the mainstream news agencies were jumping on the UFO bandwagon. At the time I wrote that, they hadn't done that yet. I did not expect mainstream news to have articles like this so fast because that book's only been out for a couple of years. But back then it was just more tabloid kind of websites that you would find online. They would have, mystery alien signal, is found point of origin in space, and then they would lead with the alien question because they know that that's going to get them clicks because it does something to the human psyche. We're like addicted to it as a human race, and then they will go to tell you, okay, but the truth of the matter is that there's a scientific reason, but we haven't ruled out the alien question. It's like the other day when we did the episode on the Oumuamua object. The long cylindrical object out in space. Now, everybody always has known that was some rock or comet or something like that. No one seriously thought that was a spaceship, but that was the first thing that got put out. And what scientists are now saying, because, again, it gets more attention, is, well, we haven't ruled that out. Whereas not that long ago, they would have been laughed at if they would have even entertained the possibility, and most of these news agencies would have been the ones laughing at them. But it's not the case anymore. So they start out with cosmic plurality. They start out with giving people this drug of cosmic plurality to bring people into their article, but then they give them the actual science. But they keep saying scientists haven't ruled out the hypothesis that it's okay. I'm going to read this line again. People love to believe that they're from an advanced extraterrestrial civilization, and this hypothesis hasn't been ruled out entirely. That's the key word, by researchers at Breakthrough Listen, a scientific research program. Okay, I don't know anything about Breakthrough Listen, but yes, that hypothesis has been ruled out by the vast majority of scientists because they know what it is. But it hasn't been ruled out entirely. You see how they get you? So you're reading this and you think, oh, it's possible, maybe this is aliens. No, it's not. So then it actually goes into the science. But again, why does it do that? Because for one thing, I think prophetically something is ramping up in the Middle East, and these two types of things have to do with one another somehow. Which, by the way, only makes sense if spiritual existence and the Bible are true. I mean, think about it logically. Why would aliens from another planet care anything about what's going on in Israel, and care so much so that they're going to align all of their all of their operations and everything they do, they're going to align it with the events of Israel? It doesn't make any sense. If we discovered life on another planet and saw this little country of alien life, we wouldn't do that. So it says, astronomers were able to pin down the source of a repeating fast radio burst in 2017, but single radio bursts are harder to pinpoint because they don't reoccur. The single radio burst, dubbed, because again, they can't give these things real names, FRB 180924, was discovered by the Australian Square Kilometre Array Pathfinder Radio Telescope, or ASCAP, in Western Australia. Three of the largest telescopes around the world, Keck, Gemini South, and the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope, were able to image the burst. The findings of this observation were published Thursday in the journal Science. So if you want more information, you can find that. There's a quote here from Keith Bannister, the lead study author and principal research engineer at CSIRO, which is Australia's national science agency. Quote, "This is the big breakthrough that the field has been waiting for since astronomers discovered fast radio bursts." End quote. Because again, these things, they only happen once. They're really, really short, so they're incredibly hard to track. But they found the point of origin from this galaxy. And that's basically the story. I mean, they write a lot more about the science, and the science is kind of interesting if you're into that. I am. But what I'm more interested in, though, is the messaging here, what they're trying to get across. They're taking the alien question more seriously than they ever have before, the news agencies. And they're writing anything that has to do with astronomy now has some alien UFO thing in it. And it's usually, they usually try to pull you in with a headline that sort of sounds like it's an alien civilization doing something, or we found something weird, and then they pose the question like in the second paragraph, and then they'll have some kind of technicality argument. Technically it's not been ruled out because we're not there and we can't see. That's what the guy that discovered the Oumuamua object said, the comet or asteroid or piece of space rock. He said that he doesn't want to rule out that it's a spacecraft because he hasn't been up there to see it. Well, then you can't rule anything out for anything. Then you can't do astronomy and not ever rule out aliens, because we're not up there to see most of this stuff. We can see a little bit from orbit, but not much. So what's more interesting to me is this narrative, this messaging, this constant, again, it's like a drug, this constant drug to people who are reading this stuff. Could aliens exist? So what is going on? Is the alien deception advancing? Do you think that we are headed towards a time very soon where we're going to get some type of full disclosure? We got the first part of disclosure in 2017. It's been continuing on since then. We're still getting disclosure as the years come out. But is there a time where all of this is going to be revealed? Maybe all at once. Maybe because now, those in charge can see that the American people kind of don't care about this stuff. Unfortunately, I care. I know you care, but most people, they're not bothered by the idea that aliens might exist anymore. Most people, if you ask them, they'll say that they believe in aliens now. Most people do. So it's mass conditioning. I would like to know what you think about this. Where is the future headed? What do you think the future of this question of cosmic plurality, what do you think that looks like, and how soon do you think it's going to take for us to get there? Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know. And again, if you haven't had a chance to do so, make sure you subscribe to this channel, click the bell for notifications. And if YouTube doesn't notify you, just know that every Thursday at 9 a.m. Central, you will get a brand new episode of Into the Multiverse. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to reading your comments. Till next time, take care and God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the most unique special offer in Skywatch TV history. We proudly announce the Vault Declassified Special Collection. For your $35 donation during this very limited time offer, you'll receive the new book by Pentagon analyst Lieutenant Colonel Robert McGinnis, Progressive Evil: How Radicals Are Redefining America's Rights, Making Her Globally Irrelevant for the End Times. Derek P. Gilbert's astonishing new book, Bad Moon Rising: Islam, Armageddon, and the Most Diabolical Double-Cross in History. And the groundbreaking new book from Carl Gallup's Gods of the Final Kingdom, unveiling the secrets of the raging celestial war. And now, in a Skywatch TV first, directly from Tom Horn's personal private vault, you'll receive completely free of charge the never-before-released Tom Horn Secret Files USB flash drive. This drive is not available anywhere else and comes completely loaded with hundreds of files, including the world-exclusive, behind-the-scenes, off-the-record video interview regarding perhaps the biggest scandal and cover-up in U.S. history. So hot, we're unable to discuss the specific contents on network television. This 2-hour investigative interview has not been released anywhere else and provides new forensic information connected to the Robert Mueller report that may soon send shockwaves through Washington, D.C. and around the world. The Tom Horn Secret Files USB flash drive also includes the Defender Films full-length, 2-time Telly Award-winning documentary movie Inhuman, the much-sought-after Defender Red Letter Edition Bible with expanded Apocrypha on Kindle and digital files, Eastward Bible software, brand new video presentations from the Watchmen Conference, a massive data library of ebooks with tens of thousands of pages and hours of bonus interviews on video with leading prophecy experts. The Tom Horn Secret Files USB flash drive is valued at over $500. Yours now absolutely free when you order the Vault Declassified Special Collection from Skywatch TV. But we're still not done. Skywatch TV's Off the Record series is back by popular demand with the Gods of War edition on DVD, featuring exclusive interviews with Pastor Carl Gallups, senior Pentagon analyst Robert McGinnis, and Derek and Sharon Gilbert on the coming hyper battle between the forces of God and the titans of biblical prophecy. This unprecedented collection, sold separately, holds a retail value of over $600. Yours now for only $35 plus shipping and handling. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime Skywatch TV exclusive offer that's too hot for network television. The Vault Declassified Special Collection. Available now at skywatchtvstore.com. Order online or call 1-844-750-4985.